Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about an incident that's recorded in the Gospel of John, chapter 5, verses 1 to 15. It's a story of a person who was disabled for more than 38 years. He was lying there near the pool called Bethesda. People believed that if they get into the pool at the time the water is stirred, they can get healed. And not only this person, but there were many people who were lame, mute or blind. They were all lying around that pool and they were all waiting for the water to be stirred, and whoever goes into that pool at that point in time, they can get healed. And this man who was disabled for more than 38 years, he believed also. He was lying there for so many years, but he could not get into the pool when the water was stirred. And there was Jesus one day. He was standing in front of this man and asking him, "Do you want to get well?" That was a great question, and the answer could have been a simple yes, of course I would like to get well. Don't you see? It was so obvious that this person really needed a miracle, healing. But Jesus still asked him, "Do you want to get well?" The answer was, "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I am trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." His problem was, nobody was helping me to get into the pool when the water was stirred, or whenever the water was stirred, someone else would probably go ahead of him and he could never beat them. That was his problem. So he strongly believed that the deliverance, the miracle that he was expecting all those years was in that pool. And when Jesus asked him, he never thought that it was the Savior who is asking that question. It was the miracle worker that's asking that question. He never knew that he was the way, always. He was the truth and the life. He never knew that he was believing all these years that the pool was the only answer to his question, only solution to his problem, or only way for his deliverance or healing. Many times, my dear friends, we also look after worldly things or things that we think are our solutions, or we expect deliverance from one direction, one person, people or circumstances, something that's really worldly. Definitely not the way that God has intended it to be. Right? But we miss the greater truth that God is the way, Jesus is the way, the truth and the life. It is only through Him that we all get deliverance, right? No matter what kind of situation you are today, my dear friends. Let's not look at the pool. Let's not look at people or circumstances and expect an answer from there. Instead, let's look at Jesus. When Jesus asks you, "Do you want to get well? Do you want to get out of this situation? Do you want to get healed?" You have to just simply say, "Yes, Lord," believing that the answer, the deliverance is coming from Jesus. But this person we see in this incident strongly believed that his deliverance is there in the pool. But Jesus had a different answer to him. In verse 8, "Then Jesus said to him, 'Get up, pick up your mat and walk.' At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked." A miracle happened when Jesus asked him to get up and pick up his mat and walk. Maybe the person thought that when Jesus asked this question, probably he was thinking that Jesus was there to just help him get into the pool when the water was stirred. That was not the case. Jesus would have really done that, right? If that was the answer, if that pool held answer to his problem or miracle to his disability, probably Jesus would have just carried him to the pool. But that was not the case, because the pool was never the answer. It was Jesus, Jesus alone, the answer to our questions or the way for our deliverance. Let us all believe this truth today reminder of this truth today, that we fix our thoughts, fix our hope, faith on Jesus alone, on God alone, because that's where we are getting our answers, we are getting our deliverance, that is the way, and there is no other way, there is no alternative to that. May God bless you with all these words.